It's too late. He's here. An explosion tears through the walls of Capsule Corp, sending Bulma flying. A shadowy figure attempts to burst inside, but he's grabbed by the collar by an adult Trunks and launched off into the distance. Luckily, Bulma is caught by Mai, who's helping her get the time machine up and running. This is the future timeline, and these three mortals are working desperately to escape their attacker. Pressing a few last buttons, Bulma shouts for Trunks that it's ready, and in a second he flashes back into the room, grabbing Mai and getting both of them inside the time machine. And we see that this one is different than the time machine used in the Cell Saga. It's bigger, bulkier. Just as Bulma starts the activation sequence, the wall of computers explodes and the dark figure bursts into the room. We cut to black. Using instant transmission, Goku appears next to Bulma on the front lawn of Capsule Corp. Under sunny blue skies, we are back in the present. Goku's here looking for Goten, and Bulma says that he's sparring with Trunks out in the courtyard. The two make their way to the boys, and Goten runs up to them. He asks his dad to show them his god power so they can spar and see how strong it is. Goku's happy to comply, but he asks Goten why he had to come to Bulma's place to do this. Goten is confused. He's not going to spar with Goku alone. He and Trunks are going to be a team. Trunks agrees, but he's not really paying attention. Right now he's focused on Mai, who's off in the distance working with Pilaf. Goku doesn't really understand why Goten won't spar on his own, but he indulges his son. Focusing his God Ki, Goku transforms into the red-haired Super Saiyan God. Amazed by his aura and undetectable Ki, Goten and Trunks both lock in and do the fusion dance, transforming into Gotenks. Goku spars with the boys for a bit, easily overpowering the fusion. They do their best to get a grip on his godly power until they're interrupted by a crack of thunder, and the time machine appears in the sky between the two fighters, spiraling and crashing towards the ground. While Goku and Gotenks look on in shock, Vegeta makes his appearance. He arrived a few minutes ago, along with Beerus and Whis. The three had been silently watching the sparring match, and now Vegeta catches the time machine, setting it down on the ground and opening up the hatch. Inside, barely clinging to consciousness, are future Trunks and future Mai. Future Trunks wakes up first, seeing Vegeta standing next to Bulma, Goku, and Gotenks just as they unfuse into Goten and Trunks. He shakes off the dizziness and makes sure Mai is okay. She has a gash on her arm, and future Trunks tends to that before addressing the others, wrapping up her wound with gauze. Young Trunks sees this interaction and is mesmerized. Vegeta finally cuts through it all. Why are they here? Why did they time travel back to the present? Getting out of the machine, future Trunks gives Bulma a hug and then explains. Someone new has been ravaging the world for months, just like the androids destroyed the future. One by one, he's killing every person on the planet, and they don't know why. He's incredibly strong, and just like the androids, he doesn't seem to have any detectable ki. But strangest of all, for some reason, he looks a lot like Goku, and doesn't have any ties to the Red Ribbon Army. Vegeta scoffs at this, and asks Trunks why he didn't just train to get strong enough to defeat this evil himself. But that's just it. He never gets a chance. Whoever this evil Goku is, he's been chasing down future Trunks specifically, following him everywhere, never letting him rest or get in any training. Before he can explain any more, another crack of thunder opens up a hole in the sky, and stepping out, wielding a time ring on his finger and a black gi, is the evil imposter wearing Goku's face. Mai immediately jumps into a sniping position, and Trunks prepares to power up, but Goku stops him. If he came all the way to the past to ask for help, he should let him help, right? Vegeta knows that Goku just wants to be the one to fight, but he relents. As Goku flies up to meet the evil Goku, young Goten and Trunks are looking up at the villain in confusion and awe. This wasn't the evil Goku they were expecting at all. Goku approaches the villain, who says he's not interested in some random mortal, he's here for the one known as Trunks. Goku says he's not just a random mortal and powers up to Super Saiyan God. The two fight, and it's clear that this doppelganger is extremely powerful. Goku does have the advantage, but slowly, the evil Goku is getting stronger and stronger. Down on the ground, Beerus comments that this imposter Goku is wearing a time ring, a godly relic that allows him to traverse the time stream, something mortals are forbidden to do, by the way. Whis wonders where he got the ring, and Beerus says that this imposter's ki seems sort of familiar. Before they can finish their conversation, Goku forces this evil doppelganger back into the sky portal with a flash of Super Saiyan Blue. As he does, the imposter smiles, admiring his strength, saying one last thing. Your potential is incredible, son Goku. It's almost as great as the body I possess. He disappears and the portal closes. Future Trunks is relieved to see that Goku is still stronger than the imposter, at least for now, due to his God Key that they've discovered. He asks if Goku was able to figure out how this villain managed to steal his body. Goku is confused by the question though, so Vegeta answers it for him. That wasn't Goku's body. He could tell by the remnants of the original key, that was the body of his brat son. Both still in shock, Goten and Trunks confirm, that was an adult Goten. Goten is thrown for a loop. Was that really him? He was so strong. Way stronger than Trunks, both present and future Trunks. With this new information, Trunks says they will need to change the name. This villain isn't Goku Black, it's Goten Black. Yo, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the story, and let me know if you want to see a part 2. Having seen all of this go down, Beerus and Whis pipe up. Time travel is strictly forbidden for mortals. Only gods are permitted to do so. Beerus tells Whis to alert the Supreme Kai to the situation, and that he will be investigating a hunch as to what's going on. Goten Black's key seems similar to a Kai from Universe 10. Goku wants to go with him to investigate, but Beerus shuts him down. They need to kill this Goten Black and retrieve the time ring, and then destroy Trunks' time machine, all before he and Whis return. If they don't clean up this mess, Beerus will be forced to step in, which means he'll have to destroy whatever future Trunks is from. They are on a ticking clock. Future Trunks thanks Beerus for granting him this time to fix the problem themselves. With that, Beerus and Whis leave to investigate Universe 10. Now that they have a plan, Goku and Vegeta both volunteer to go to the future and fight this Goten Black. Goku doesn't really like the idea of killing his own son, but he's more upset that someone took Goten's body, and is confident they can fix any damage done with the Dragon Balls. Trunks thanks them both, but then he sort of falters. It's all hitting him right now. Goku and Vegeta might not actually be strong enough, and even if they are, his mom in the future is probably already dead. Maybe it would be better to let Lord Beerus wipe the world away, a world that he's failed to protect twice now. Hearing this, Vegeta gets pissed, asking why his son would ever grovel in defeat like that, telling him to have pride in his victories and push forward through all the doubt and fear like a true Saiyan would. Mai agrees, their future still has people worth saving, and they should never give up hope. Hearing this conversation, young Trunks gets fired up. He agrees with his father and sees that the Trunks and Mai of the future are really close, so he wants to come too. Future Trunks is against it, but Vegeta tells him to shut up. At least one of his sons is acting with pride and striving after what he wants. And, young Trunks adds, they can always fuse if things get dangerous. Seeing that Trunks is going, Goten swallows his fear and decides to go as well. Future Trunks uses this opportunity to ask about fusion, and Goku briefly explains. People can fuse through a special dance or using a Supreme Kai's earrings. It turns them into one really strong fighter for a short time, combining their wills together. Trunks is amazed by this and clearly thinks on it for a while. So, piling into the time machine is Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Mai, and young Trunks and Goten. They take off for the future. As the time machine lands in the ruined remains of Capsule Corp, Mai hops out first, dashing to check the laboratory. Future Trunks is about to follow, but she comes out after only a minute. Unfortunately, they didn't return fast enough. Future Bulma is dead. Hearing this, Vegeta tells Mai to get somewhere safe, and the rest of the group to shut up and watch. He is going to kill Goten Black himself. He flies up into the sky and shouts for him to come out, and Black does just that. He has no interest in fighting Vegeta. Trunks is the only one he wants as a rival, but Vegeta doesn't care about what Black wants, and he transforms into Super Saiyan Blue. Seeing this tremendous godly power, Goten Black agrees to fight. At first, Vegeta is winning handily. The gap in power is far too great. Black is getting knocked all around, and Vegeta tosses him into the ruins of Capsule Corp. You fight like a coward with a stolen body. You ruined this world, but I'm going to humiliate you for your greatest sin. You killed my Bulma. Unfortunately, this speech is enough to tip off Goten Black to how Saiyans work. They get stronger through their anger. Vegeta prepares a gigantic final flash, but Black catches it. powering up and transforming into a Super Saiyan for the first time. In an instant, the fight is flipped on its head, Black now completely overpowering Vegeta, getting better and better at using the Super Saiyan form the longer the fight goes on. It gets so bad that Goku chooses to intervene, also transforming into blue and flying in to join the fray. Goku and Vegeta work together doing their best, but it's not enough. Goten Black is just that powerful. Seeing both his father and Goku getting dog-walked by this monster, future Trunks flies up to join in the battle too, and young Trunks is close behind him. Both Trunks soaring up to help their dad. Just as the younger Trunks is about to land a punch, he's knocked away by a green Kai. Zamasu makes his entrance. Goten Black laughs. He saw that Trunks went to the past to get help, so he figured he would get some help of his own. Goten catches Trunks after taking the hit and suggests they fuse to help fight this new green guy. The two agree, but just as they're about to do the fusion dance, Zamasu drops down and delivers another blow to Trunks, knocking him out. He's familiar with Metamoran fusion and won't be letting any mortal mockery of godly fusion fly in his perfect new world. Seeing Trunks get knocked out, Goten staggers back from Zamasu, but before he can get knocked out too, future Trunks appears and saves him. He was too weak to make a difference in the fight against Goten Black, but this Kai seems more his speed. Future Trunks clashes with Zamasu, landing several devastating hits with his sword. It's clear that he has the power advantage here, but unfortunately, Zamasu heals from all the attacks in seconds. He reveals that he's used the Super Dragon Balls and achieved immortality. His body can never be destroyed. Meanwhile, up above, Goku and Vegeta have managed to get a leg up on Goten Black. Goku is using Kaioken in short bursts, but it's clear from his fighting style that Black has been studying Super Saiyan Blue, and the sparks of godly ki around his body threaten that he might be on the verge of another transformation very soon. A transformation that would certainly spell the end for all of them there. On the ground, future Trunks smacks down Zamasu again and glances up to see Goten Black about to power up. He grits his teeth in frustration, and Goten asks him, is there anything he can do? Hearing this, Trunks gets an idea. He slashes into Zamasu again and then wrestles him to the ground. The two struggle for a moment, then Trunks tosses Zamasu away, holding up his prize, Zamasu's Potara earring. Goku said these could be used to fuse people together, right? Combine their wills into one will? Goten just silently nods in agreement, but Zamasu is screaming at Trunks to give the earring back. Trunks closes his eyes and puts on the earring. Just as Goten Black generates an energy blade and stabs Vegeta through the stomach, the imposter is pulled away from the fight, yanked down to the ground in a flash of blinding white light, crashing into future Trunks. In a blaze, the two are fused together into one new being. Stay frosty.